We go, fine fans. The next bout tonight, 4 rounds. This in the welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black, trimmed in silver. He weighed in 140 1/2 pounds. In 6 professional bouts, his record stands even with 3 victories, 3 defeats, and 2 wins by way of knockout. Hailing from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, here is Jason Gavino. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing silver, trimmed in black. He weighed in 139 1/2 pounds. In 3 professional bouts, he stands perfect with 3 victories, no defeats, 2 wins, coming by way of knockout from Santa Monica, California, the undefeated David Mijares. And your referee in charge of the action is Jerry Cantu.
2 seconds. Mouthpiece. Let's go, David. Mouthpiece. Gentlemen, you were giving your instructions in the dressing room. You will give me a good, clean, hard fight, and you will obey my commands at all times. Touch him up. Good luck to both of you. 4 rounds, gentlemen. 4 rounds.
4 rounds. Jerry Cantu, third man in the ring. Here's our tail of the tape, Doug.
Yes, David Mijares at age 21 is 5 years younger. However, Jason Gavino is a ½ inch taller, and he has a slight reach advantage.
Second fight of the night. Working our way toward Hovhannissian and Magdaleno. Sold out Belasco Theater. First Friday of every month. That means the LA Fight Club is in effect. David Junebug Mijares. Junebug, a way of saying junior in the South, according to his father. That's where the name comes from. He's 3-0, 2 KOs. Santa Monica. He's the southpaw. Made his pro debut on the Canelo Khan undercard in Las Vegas. Quick fighter. Santa Monica High School. Taking on veteran Jason Gavino, who's 3-3. From Tijuana. One of those kids that grew up on a foot on each side of the border. San Diego, Chula Vista, Tijuana, right there. Back and forth. Father of 3 girls. Is Gavino, gets tagged with the left by Mijares. Good right landed by Mijares.
Right now, Mijares is in control of this fight, just being the quicker guy. He's established the distance with his jab, controlling the pace with his footwork.
Mijares in the silver. First fight, decision. Then a 3rd round stoppage. In August, a 2nd round KO. So he worked 4, 3, and 2 rounds. Has a lot of fans in the crowd, a lot of family with him. Does Junebug Mijares, good left by Mijares.
Giving him something to cheer about. Very busy. Likes to apply what his father calls psychological pressure. He's not on top of the guy for 3 minutes of a round. He's sort of in and out. When he's in close, he lets his hands go. Right now, he's just too quick, and he sees everything Gavino throws back his way. Gavino has not been able to land anything solid of note. Not yet.
Gavino's last outing, he was stopped in the 4th round by Maxim Dadashev in Southern California. Less than a minute to go in the opening round, scheduled for 4.
And Beto, I want to note, after going 3-0 to begin his career, Gavino is now 0-3, and he's been knocked out twice in that stretch.
Trend might continue tonight.
Mijares doesn't have the extensive amateur some of the other Golden Boy prospects, but they're really high on him. Signed him. Obviously, you put him in Vegas to make your pro debut on a Canelo card. They can really up you. Uppercuts being thrown by Mijares. Another one lands as Jerry Cantu keeping a close eye on him. Another uppercut is landing, and down goes, and it is over. Referee jumps in. A 1st round stoppage for David Mijares. Gavino was game, but Mijares was just too much. Those uppercuts really took a toll late in the 1st round.
Yeah, he was too quick. His reflexes were too good. This was a very sharp performance from Mijares as we see a left uppercut land. And if one can land, hey, maybe another one can land.
Doug, I thought early on Junebug did a nice job of coming around the corner with hooks. and is throwing looping shots to the outside of the guard and the elbows of Gavino, and then it really set up what happened late in the fight, which is the uppercuts right through the 5-hole, as they say in hockey. And at this point, you kind of knew that the brakes had fallen off for Gavino.
Absolutely. Good offensively and defensively for David Mijares. I don't think he was clipped with a single shot.
You know, the way I would describe his style, in and out, good head movement. I don't think he's a great puncher. I think he's sharp, but the way I would describe him is clever. I think he's a solid all-around fighter with a lot of tools. May not do one thing particularly great, but doesn't have any glaring weaknesses either.
Joe Martinez, our ring announcer, is standing by.
22 seconds, round number 1. Referee Jerry Cantu steps in and puts a halt to this bout. Your winner by KO victory here, still undefeated, David Mijares.
Santa Monica Viking alum, was in the band in high school. Got some good hands on him, as Mijares is now 4-0.
Well, he drummed out Gavino today and won. But again, I like this kid. Like you said, Doug, the way you take away the lack of an amateur career is through activity. Now, Rome will not be built in a day here. There's still a lot of polish, spit and polish to be had. But so far, so good. I think there is still consistent technical improvement that we have seen since the first time we saw him in May.
Absolutely. You know, he was scouted by a number of prominent managers and promotional companies, and he wound up with Sheer Sports and Golden Boy Promotions because he felt that they would keep him busiest and local. And it's worked out so far because he signed with Golden Boy in April, and he's already had his 4th pro fight.
Yeah.
That's how a young, promising fighter should be moved.
Yeah.
And I agree with your assessment that he's not a tremendous puncher. He seems to make up for the lack of pop with volume.
Yeah.
But as you said, it's smart volume. There's a reason for every punch that he throws, and I like it when he puts those shots together.
And speaking of which, talk about activity. I think it's pretty alarming what's going on in New York with this new insurance regulation where every fighter needs $1 million worth of coverage. Star Boxing, led by Joe DeGuardia, which has done a great job of developing talent the past 25 years, they canceled their first show in years, October 14th, at the Huntington, or in the Paramount in Huntington, New York. So the bottom line is, if you're 3,000 miles away and you're like this young man right here, David Mijares from New York, I don't know where you develop your skills at this point.
Yeah, I think New York City area or New York area promoters are going to have to go to Connecticut, perhaps. Well, sovereign land in New York.
But that's why you watch ringtv.com and you check out the next generation of Golden Boy fighters coming your way. A good young crop. We're going to get into that because a lot of the talk about the Olympians and who's Golden Boy signed, and they have some 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds. And right now we're going to talk to a 21-year-old and David Mijares, who's going to sit down with us as Mijares improves to 4-0 in his young career. There you see, you get the headset ready to go. Cameras right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, your t-shirt says blood, sweat, and cheers. Not a lot of sweat tonight.
Yeah.
No blood, no tears. Was this too quick for you?
You know, it wasn't. I was able to slow down the pace a little bit in the first round. I was able to take my time a little bit more. It's good to get in there and, you know, keep pushing yourself. Yeah, I knew he was going to be a rough, rugged opponent. So,
but it wasn't rough. Are you more self-aware when you're in there now? Because I took note of your pro debut and your eyes today. It seemed like your head was firmly on your shoulders, and you saw everything that he was throwing your way, and it was almost like it was slow motion to you because he just could not touch you, but you could touch him with everything.
Right. Yeah. It was definitely the timing exercises that me and my father worked on, and me and my team, and I think that was a huge role in this training camp.
David Mijares now 4-0. Your first fight, 4 rounds. Then you went 3 rounds. Then you went 2. Tonight you go 1. Is it starting to get normal for you? You hear guys say that you get a rhythm, you get a routine, and you're not as pressured or you're not as rushed. You feel calm now?
Yeah, I definitely do feel calm. It's set down a little bit. Definitely, there are things I still have to work on, and I just need to know. I need to be more self-aware of the headbutts because I know there was a little bit of clash heads that was going on.
Especially being a southpaw.
Yeah, exactly. So my father always references back to Evander Holyfield and how his coach told him to make sure he keeps his chin down. And you know, to make sure that you're on the better side of headbutts when they do occur.
When you went to Santa Monica High School, you were in the jazz band. What instrument did you play?
The euphonium.
Which is like a trumpet, right?
Right.
Euphoniums. I told you I was going to say it tonight,
Yeah.
but you didn't give me a chance to get all my notes out there. Now, on your Instagram, you'll see his account. All pictures taken by me, eaten by me.
Eaten by me,
What's
yeah.
going on here, bro?
That's pork belly. That's from the Chairman LA. I went to the 626 night market a couple weeks back before I got note that I'd be training for this fight, and it was just amazing food. It really was.
You can see him working out. You can also check out his account. If you're on a diet, don't follow David Mijares right now. You
It'll
might
make
be
you
muted,
hungry.
Yeah.
especially if you're a fighter trying to make weight.
I mean, it's me. I have all these pictures on my phone. I have to look at them, you know? It's
That's why you got to go check him out. There's a camera.
Yeah.
Send your shout-outs, man.
Oh, man, thank you to my team. Thank you to my management. Thank you, Golden Boy. And this fight is dedicated to Jason Rosenbach, who recently became ill. And much respect to you. And I hope you get better, man.
Get better soon,
Love you, man.
Jason.
David Mijares, he's now 4-0, gets the first round stoppage. We'll be back with more. You're watching the Golden Boy Promotions boxing from the Belasco Theater in downtown Los Angeles, the LA Fight Club on Ring TV.